Hey guys, Hilo Tamerlane with another obscurity in miniature, and I don't know why I'm singing. So, a box, a Grimskull box, 16 and older, because this is a grown-up box. We don't want the kids to see. That would be where you cue the funky bass line, but that actually isn't the case. In this box, I have a Emperor Sister Repentium Squad, but not just the any Repentium Squad. This is the Sealed Repentium Squad, so it probably shouldn't be 16, but like a 13 plus. So I've never seen a slip-cased Grimskull box. This is a first for me. And inside we have a classy black label for adults only. Oh yeah. What's in the box? Bags. Bags in bags. Ooh, and bases. Is that all of them? Yeah, bases. Bases loaded. So, all 5 bases are actually different models as well. Kind of cool. We have our typical Rebel. These are 25mm bases, in case you're curious. And so, very Fallout looking. Why I think Fallout, I don't know. They're just Rebel, and Rebel always has a place in the future. So the difference between a regular Sister Repentium Squad and the Sealed Squad is that they barely covered their chests. But I want to say that the poses are actually different for these models than the topless versions. At least I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I have no idea. Maybe I'm just saying words because I'm good at that. So, as you can see, they are wearing something. Not much. It's still a bunch of rags, chains, and the like. And I'm just going to... Oh, what a heretic. Snap those pieces off. I know. And they actually look like they're going to go together very easily. And who doesn't like it when models go together very easily? Very simple to put together. And, of course, giant chainsaw swords. Now, naturally, I don't own any of the old medals because who wants old medals? I do have a box of Raging Hero sisters that are similar that I'm going to have to put together. Nice little sensor. Very nice details. And they should go well with the rest of my Grimskull sisters that I need to finish painting. That's our first model. Let's take a look at the next. It's a squad of 5 in case you're curious. I want to say it's about 30 euros for a squad. And interestingly enough, I've noticed that Grimskull and Wargames Exclusive have now started to run various 10 to 15% off sales. So it bears taking a look at their website every now and then because chances are there might be something interesting going on sale soon. This is an interesting pose. This is like GW level of let's cut models in weird positions. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Doesn't help that I'm trying to look through the camera lens as I do this. Okay, there we go. There we go. I do like her armor. And it looks like her sword will go something like that. Swinging it. Nice. Okay, I'm going to be smart this time and actually keep the models separate from each other so when I build them, I know what I'm doing and not having to go through all the parts. Like the Death Dancers when I built them. That was fun, but then again, I had to build all the individual hands on those ladies, and that was, yeah. I don't know if any of these models go on a specific base or not. I probably should look at the website. Probably not, but one can never be too sure. Pretty simple but effective pose. I am hoping that when GW releases their sister Repentium Squad with giant chainsaw swords, we'll see something similar. It'd be nice if they all blended in together. I'll grab some of my other Grimskull Emperor sisters and see how they stack up. Again, nice, easily built. There's not a lot of modularity, and they're not really super customizable. I mean, they're kind of single monopose. But, you know, unless you're going to run hundreds and hundreds of these models, I don't know if that's really going to be much of a problem. I guess in games of Kill Team or Shadow War, Armageddon, you know, you're not going to need too many of these. Of course, you're not going to have a chance to run too many of them. The Probably get shot up across the board. But that's a whole different story. I'm guessing if I want to run my Emperor's Sister models from Grimskull, I'm not going to be able to use these if I go the route of pretending they're all Space Marines. And our final model. Again, at least they've got something covering the goods. If that's an issue for you. I understand the interest in the more pin-up cheesecake style. Personally, it's just not for me. I think I would prefer the real thing. Not resin ones. Anyway, we're getting off track. Okay. It does not look like a safe way to wield this weapon, lady. I do like the fact that, you know, for being a bunch of warrior women, these, despite their lack of clothes, don't seem overtly sexualized. I mean, yeah, they're not wearing a whole lot, but, you know, I feel like if they really wanted to play up the TNA aspect, you know, you'd have big, long, beautiful, flowing hair. And that's not the case. They're wearing, like, these, you know, veil-like things. I thought one of them had, like, a leather bondage mask. No, maybe they're just all robed. No, I was wrong. At least one did. It's like almost borderline chaos looking. So, yeah, well, they aren't wearing much. I don't feel like they're overly sexualized, and I don't have a problem with these ladies hanging out on the table. They look like they're going to be in business, and they look like they're going to be particularly vicious. And actually, despite their lack of actual clothing, it doesn't seem like I'm going to have to be spending a lot of time painting copious amounts of skin. So, interesting. Anyway, I'm going to grab the glue and let's put these girls together and see how they stack up to some of the other models out there that I actually own, shall we? Alright, we got our Sealed Repentium Squad all built up here, and I gotta say, like I said before, they were pretty snazzy models, and it really didn't take me too long to build them. I really like our bondage mask leader friend here. I'm gonna double check online to see if there's any specific base, but it doesn't seem like it. They all have the 25mm bases, and obviously with a little bit of glue, or even possibly some metal rods to pin them into place, they're going to be good to go. Now, they all went together really, really easy, except for... Where is she? I'm going to hunt her down. Was it you? No, I think you were okay. You were okay. You, the most multi-part member of the squad, because she had this weird kind of part of her torso, and then the head, and then the arms with the blade. And her rear arm on the left here just did not want to really slot in that well. Very uncooperative. Shame on you, lady. Shame on you. But overall, they were pretty easy to go together, and they've got some nice dynamic sculpts. The price is pretty reasonable, especially compared to what you'd be paying if you're going to go get some of the old metal GW ones, and they size up pretty well to some of the other Grimskull lady models. There went our HQ assassin. You can probably see her in some of my other videos. I was also curious, how do they stacked up to Raging Heroes figures? Now, I do have a squad, an unbuilt squad of the Raging Hero Repntium type ladies with the chainsaw swords, so we're going to take a look at them as well. You can see, I mean, they're not ridiculously out of place in terms of size. Where's our GW friends? Oh, we're here. Let's grab another Grimskull lady. Yeah, these girls are not going to really want to stand up unless they have been glued, and I'm just not going to glue them yet. I don't know why our Inquisitor is there, but he's a good human-sized figure. Let's grab some Marines while we're at it. Just have a big pile of figures. Everything's spilling, everything's going everywhere. Obviously, they're a lot smaller than our Primaris friend. Not too far off in size, but still smaller than a typical Marine, and honestly almost to scale exactly with the fantasy stuff. How about with the Malifaux? Of course, their bases are a little bit larger than the Malifaux figures. But hey, that's not a bad match. Alright. There's an Abyssinia figure while we're at it. Why, I don't know. So I think you can get a lot of mileage out of these girls, especially if you're going to go all in with the Sisters Army. You kind of need them. And they are nice models. I got to double check if these models match up with the topless ones. I kind of think they don't. I think the topless ones are a totally different entity. So if you're cool with that, that might be something else worth checking out. But these ladies overall, I think, do the job really well. And I'm really kind of looking forward to painting them. I really like the details on these girls. So with that said, I'm going to wrap things up here and get them ready to get painted. So thanks again for watching. This is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying see you later. Bye-bye.